but we'll see how well Amayze can do this. Can she take the things she did against Elsem and bring it out against Doggo?
Yep, so here we go. This is going to be game number 1, again, in a best of 5 on a loser's side. So the loser of this matchup will be out of BCX, and the winner will be moving on into then the next round as well. So here we go. We're getting the bow into the orb. Yep. What we were kind of thinking about in this aspect of, you know, that was what kind of Amayze had a lot of success with, you know, in Amayze's matchup, whereas Doggo had a lot of success against Bo, you know, in their matchup. Yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, the immovable object meets the unstoppable force here. So something's got to give, and I'm excited to see what it's going to be.
Well, right now, Amayze doing a lot better than she did in her matchup against Elsem, but at the same time, Doggo gets the big N-Sig there. Almost catches Amayze out, but Amayze fighting back. She's keeping this one close. Nice falling nair on top of it. Doggo trying to play this air game, right? Like, that's what his game plan is, and it working all right.
Yeah, I like that. That was a bold. Coming back with the Sarah unarmed in the red right there. And Amayze now pulling out the sword here. Oh, is able to disarm Doggo. Nice stage recovery. Goes for the N-Sig. GCD sig.
Not enough.
Not enough to confirm the KO, man. It's
They've
tough.
got that sleeper defense.
Yeah,
like,
right?
She's surprisingly tanky, surviving through the tatami mat. And Amayze is like, you know what? I got all this control. Oh! She tried to go in, went forward, missed the recovery, but still has all this threat. The weapon toss up will secure the wall touch.
Yeah, and we talked about it. Doggo will take their time.
God.
Wow, what a wonderful weapon spawn coming there in favor of Doggo. Amayze had such a nice advantage for the beginning of this stock, but here we are again. It's 3-3. It's dark red, and it's neck and neck in these loser semifinals. But a nice recovery. There's the first stock. Goes to Amayze. This upset city.
A little bit. I mean, this is, again, PR number 2 playing against PR number 5, and Amayze is going for such crazy options, and she's getting away with it. Of course, she's got the high dexterity, but Doggo will find the downlight, even this one up, didn't even get touched for it.
Yeah, they're neck and neck once again here. So kind of what you talked about with Amayze, right? Every time Amayze kind of starts to go in for these strings, it is combos that you would never expect. And I think that's what's happening to a lot of these players that Amayze is running into, is that they're so unique and unpredictable that they don't know what to expect. I mean, right there, using the soft platform to then dash behind the opponent and then rotate into the sidelight right there. Right, and now just Amayze building up this damage with the bow and looking completely unstoppable right now. But here we go. Doggo getting that orb, and this is where Doggo has been able to pop off and do their best.
Yeah, this is where Doggo thrives, and you see him immediately getting the 3-piece. Another nair. Amayze able to avoid the recovery. What's her response? Again, Doggo, he's going to play that air game, playing just outside of that D-light range.
Yep, and a nice Sair does come out from Doggo. Goes for the N-Sig. That might be the first time we've seen Doggo actually miss an N-Sig throughout this entire tournament right there. But Amayze is just, let me look at that right there, going for the sidelight out of nowhere again. Doggo just doesn't know what to look for. But it does seem that the weapon star from Doggo is going to be a very good answer for Amayze's very unique tactics here. Amayze is able to get the sword, though, but can Amayze confirm this KO?
It's so funny. Amayze has, like, no self-preservation instincts. Most people, they get hit, and they're like, all right, how do I not get hit by more things?
Yeah.
Amayze is just like, how do I hit my opponent more?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Doggo does confirm that KO, now up 2 stocks to 1 stock in this situation here. So, you know, not an unfamiliar territory for Amayze. You know, Amayze has basically played behind this entire tournament, you know, that we've got to see on this main stage today. And yet, this is where she performs best.
Still not enough, though. That's the second time the tatami mat hasn't done it. Oh, she didn't have the jump for the side air, and Doggo just gets helped out by the D-Light. Tatami mat again. Doggo going to survive. Amayze wants it. She's going for the wake-ups, but it's not working out. And now Doggo's stripping Amayze of options.
She touched. I didn't think Amayze touched. Oh, I know she didn't touch that time. But the Sair out of nowhere does allow Amayze to make it back onto the platform here. All right, so this is, you know, again, this is unfamiliar territory. Nice dash into the end light there. Amayze has to find a way to confirm this KO, though, if they're still going to have a chance to bring this first match home. Oh, big opportunities. Oh, look at the spacing. Incredible, incredible.
Doggo was just above the down heavy, the breakdance from Amayze. Amayze Wants this stock so bad. You can see the movement coming out. Over to the sword. Throws it away immediately, but Doggo's disarmed. Can Amayze finish it? Okay. And Sigs towards the wall, and that recovery will do it. Last stock's here. We've seen her do it.
Yeah, we have. That's the crazy part, is that we've seen her do it multiple times today alone. But this is against Doggo, PR number 2, one of the biggest, baddest players in this entire tournament. Does Amayze have what it takes to take down Doggo? Apparently that shooting star, though, isn't going to grant a wish for Amayze to take on that dub, because Doggo does take home game number 1. Duke, man, oh man, what a great match for round 1.
It's always a fun one when you see Amayze versus Doggo, PR number 5 versus PR number 2. Really well done, but man, that side sig, that's the second time we've seen Amayze not quite space it right. You saw in her matchup against Elsem where she thought she was outside of it and got caught, and then just now you saw her try to spot dodge it and got caught by it, and we're seeing her go to the classic. The thing that people love from Amayze, it's going to be the vector for game number 2.
And this is what everyone has been waiting for. We are finally getting the vector, right? You know, the bow gameplay that we've seen from Amayze has been spectacular. And now finally seeing actually our first Lance gameplay of the entire, you know, top 6 thus far for what we're casting here for Australia. So I'm very, very excited to see it. You know, Vector is one of those legends that if you can play Vector extremely well, he does a great job, especially at confirming KOs with the Lance N Sig, as well as, you know, Bow D Sig being one of the best bow Sigs in the entire game with its space of coverage too. So I'm very excited to see this, and, you know, hopefully the switch up for Amayze does give her the ability to gain a little bit more control in this matchup against Doggo.
Yeah, I love to see the vector come out. It'll be interesting. I mean, with the way that Amayze plays kind of this very free-flowing play style, I think Vector can really lean into it.
Yeah.
But we'll see what she can do. Might have a little bit of warm-up time on this Lance, but fortunately, this is only game 2, so she still has 2 more games minimum before she's knocked out.
Yep. Best of 5. And I gotta say here, this skin from Vector, do you know what skin that is?
I think it's like the Dragon something, Dragonov or
it's
something
awesome.
like that. Yeah,
I know it's awesome. I do know
it's
that.
Very intimidating.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Nice.
it's
That's
striking in fear. There's that D-Sig that we talked
about it.
And there's the Dare. Okay, and Amayze takes a strong lead, stock 1. All right, I like this.
I like it.
I
and
like
now we're on
this.
the Lance. All right, let's see what she can do with the Lance. Lots of opportunities here if she can get that read. Going in, though, Doggo getting all these hits. Amayze, she's got a lot of horizontal movement. She should be okay to at least touch back down, but Doggo immediately with the punish, not touched on the second stock. Finally, Amayze finds a hit.
Yeah, and, you know, that's what's definitely going to decide this matchup here is if Amayze can utilize that Lance. But, you know, unfortunately, it was not able to connect within that match right there. So here we go. Doggo has climbed back out of the hole that was in there, but we know that Doggo loves to play from the advantage aspect with the damage. So are we going to see maybe a little bit more aggression here from Doggo to get in that position, then slow down?
I don't think he needs to.
Yeah, apparently
already
not.
Gets the 4 hit. Doesn't need to push too much aggression. Knows that he can just get those neutral wins. Again, his spacing is so clean. He's so good at moving around the opponents. And Amayze back onto the bow, trying to get this damage built up. Nice falling side air. Second side air. Can she deny the wall touch? Waits, but doesn't wait long enough. The active frames beats out the ground pound.
Wow, and, you know, I mean, that just comes from experience in Brawlhalla, right? Knowing which move is going to get prio over another move within the frames aspect. And, you know, Doggo just showing that veterancy to put themselves in such a good situation here right now. But here we go. Neck and neck. 2 stock to now 1 stock. Doggo takes that lead. And all right, here we go. This is where Doggo loves to be. This is their promised land. This is their ultimate comfort zone in any situation. And here come the Nairs, Duke, from Doggo's orb.
Get that damage. He's gotten so many multi-hit strings with that Nair involved inside of it. Amayze with a great spot dodge, turnaround side air. Okay, what is the move? She's going to go back to the bow for the 3rd stock.
Yeah, and that a lot of people probably don't understand, but that spot dodge literally could have just saved Amayze this entire game. Right there. Now bringing it into 1 stock, not getting a lot of extra credit, but Doggo says otherwise, hitting the D-Light into then the GC D-Light again, and the orb is coming out from Doggo, absolutely punishing each and every single move Amayze is trying to do. Oh, Amayze is definitely going to find an answer for this orb here, dude.
She needs to find something because right now Doggo is just denying everything. Okay, the fake out, the side air the other direction, trying to trip up the opponents, but Doggo's throwing out the N-Sig, knows that an N-Sig could finish this off and get him into game number 3.
Oh.
That'll do it.
Man, and that sidelight N6, that's actually not true, correct?
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
definitely
true.
dodgeable. But you also saw, like, a half a second right before that, Amayze went for the tricky play, went for that chase dodge forward into the turnaround side air, and that's a burn dodge. That means you don't have a way to get out of that sidelight N-Sig. And so you see, there it is. Doggo goes in, sidelight N-Sig.
Yeah, awesome analysis, Duke. So, I mean, we're looking at the damage dealt here, and you have, you know, about 66 damage advantage here for Doggo. So, you know, Amayze came out really strong and looked, you know, very good in the beginning of that matchup. But I think when Doggo forced Amayze kind of rely on that lance, that's when things kind of really started to crumble for Amayze. So, definitely excited to see what's going to happen within this game 3. And, yeah, I'll let you.
I love it. It's an Azoth for game number 3. Amayze definitely trying to find what sticks, right? Knows that she wants bow plus thing. Just trying to find out what that proper pairing is to work out against Doggo. I'm not entirely sure that Axe is going to be the best answer to the orb of Doggo, but at the same time, I love to see an Azoth. Azoth is so fun to watch.
Yeah, and, you know, it's definitely going to be with the SIGs, too. Like, Axe D-Sig, one of the best SIGs to get a confirmed KO on, you know, pretty much any Axe legend in the game. And also those bow SIGs, which we saw Amayze is very good at using SIGs as well, create a lot more spacing. So, you know, maybe Amayze, if they can really utilize those opportunities. Oh, 3 nairs in a row?
That's too many.
Yeah,
that's too many. Your hands are full. The down sig.
Oh my God! Look at the stock difference.
That's huge.
Look at the stock difference.
But like, I want to pump the brakes because this is the same as what happened in the last game, right? Amayze started off so strong. We can't get too excited, but can she do it again? Can she get the reverse 3 games in a row?
Yeah. Well, she's gonna have to, right? Because, you know, again, Doggo's up 2-0 in the set right now. It is a best of 5. This is on loser side. So the winner is moving on, and the loser of this matchup will be out of BCX. So, I mean, this is pretty much all of Amayze's, you know, aspirations for the remainder of BCX, you know, 2021 come down to this match. And, you know, power to her for, you know, going out at least with a bang, popping off here in this last match.
She's potentially fighting. Oh my goodness! Yeah, this is far from over on either side, but still, Amayze is getting so much damage built up. The Axe play from Amayze is really popping off, and it's kind of surprising because I mean we've seen the stat lines. She's been leaning into the bow game after game.
Yeah, and it's crazy, right? Like we were both talking about, we were like, okay, Axe, like. You're going to utilize Axe, though? Like, no, probably just use the bow and maybe Axe to confirm KOs. But, all right, now the bow's finally coming out. But, you know, Amayze has gotten Doggo all the way to 2-stock red from the start of this game, only using Axe. So, clearly Amayze has kind of found a bit of an aspect here that she loves to rely on the Sair. I mean, look at that, rotating with the Sair, but still moving forward that way that she can then completely pivot off that, hit the end light, into then the throw. We're seeing a 2-stock lead.
Yeah, she is up 3 stocks to the 1 of Doggo, the 2-stock difference, and Doggo now has to reverse 3 if he wants to deny the game 4 opportunity. Amayze again, just the wall of arrows, trying to deny movement from the opponent.
Yeah, and you know, we really haven't had to watch Doggo play, you know, from a bit of a deficit. Oh my goodness, the spacing, the rotation. Amayze trying to, you know, get something out of there. GC Ensig, unfortunately, you know, it was not able to connect. But on the bright side, Amayze does still have 2 clean stocks and a full stock advantage in their potential tournament match here. So Amayze obviously has to win this match to force a game 4, and she's doing a really good job.
Yeah, she's definitely done a great job building up this lead for herself, but at the same time, Doggo's already coming back, getting the nice big string on the orb. Those kind of moments are what he needs, but he needs a lot of them. Sidelight side air, goes for the side stick,
hits. Wow.
If that dare hit, oh my goodness, if that dare hit.
That probably would have been the craziest combo we've seen so far tonight. 100%. I mean, I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah. I didn't even know you could do that with Fate Orb off that. Okay, all right, able to disarm the Azoth here for Amayze. Doggo looking for this KO confirm, maybe an Ensig, maybe a sidelight Sair. Amayze is able to rotate into the bow now, but at such a high damage, it is going to be very hard for Amayze to get any more damage in the stock without losing it and going into a 1-1. Oh,
snap the side air.
Still not enough. Wow.
Dodges through, still gets the wall touch recovery. Amayze is getting so much extra credit. Doggo almost gets
still
the
not
second
enough.
stock. The neutral like
Oh no.
Throw an emo.
Oh,
Is that too early? Is that too early?
I mean, if you're going for the 3-0, oh, I like it. I like it. Amayze claps back right there. Shows out an emote of her own, but Doggo does send it now into a one stock game. But it's going to take pretty much a 0, full KO here without taking any damage from Doggo. If Doggo's going to pull off this 3-0.
Yep, just a great wake up from Amayze. Brings out the cake as she takes game number 3, currently 2-1 in favor of Doggo. But Amayze is starting that climb, starting that reverse 3-0, which we've seen her do once already.
Yeah, and, Doggo's been pulling out the emotes all night. Doggo's been pulling out the emotes all night. Yeah, it's a part of the game. It's a part of the game, and the mental aspect of this game is what's massive. But what I love from Amayze in that situation is it didn't affect Amayze at all. I think Amayze actually loved it. She's like, look, I have a throne, and I'll one up. Here's a cake we can actually share.
Those graphs were so cool to see. Unfortunately, the players just jumped in the game so fast, but man, Amayze had such a big start in that last one and was able to maintain it. We'll see if she can do the exact same thing, but she's starting off with a bow. The axe was really what went well for her in game number 3.
Yep, so it is a best of 5 over here on the losers side. Doggo is up 2-1 currently right now, and Doggo is really starting to find that flow with the orb here, while Amayze has, shown us a totally different side of her, using a legend we haven't seen at all in the tournament, but having, their best performance thus far with the Azot. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, Amayze has to be proud. I keep understanding more and more. I keep saying it, but I totally get why she's a community favorite. I totally get it.
You're seeing it every single time, every game after game. But Doggo showing why he might not be the community favorite, but he's the PR favorite as he gets the recovery. He's got the lead, and all he has to do is maintain this, and he's going into the top 3.
Yep. Oh, and Doggo just starting to get these reads here. All right, so Amayze is really looking for this KO confirm option, right? But again, Doggo knows this, and this is where Doggo, really is able to strike. So can Amayze find this KO? Maybe throw out a side sig, an end sig, a D sig. That one works too, but still not enough to confirm the KO on the opposite end of this map, Duke.
It was the farthest distance possible, so that likely worked out in favor of Doggo, but still Amayze throwing out those big side sigs. Down sig will clean up the stock. She took a little bit of damage. Is she going to stick with the axe? That's what did so well? Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I like it. I love that move. And going with the, kind of the double battle pass drip, by the way, here. Rocking the Azot skin and the stained glass axe from the
clean
Exalted Lion battle pass we got going on currently right now for Brawlhalla. And, I got to say, I think if I was going against, Azot, a skeleton with, what is it, 3 heads? 4 heads?
There's a lot of heads on that skeleton.
It's definitely going to be a little bit intimidating. But Amayze clearly not backing down and coming back in a dramatic fashion against Doggo.
Oh, snap!
But the double recovery, man, tough.
It's that caster curse, man. The second Amayze starts building up, you start getting excited. Doggo finds the recovery, and now Amayze on tournament stock here in game number 4 again. If Doggo wins this, he gets the podium, he gets the top 3.
Yeah, and obviously that's huge, right? That's massive. But a big recovery comes out from Axe, and, this is where we see Amayze thrive. Like, we know Amayze has that clutch gene. We know Amayze loves to play, at a bit of a deficit for some reason. She turns up.
Pops off.
Yeah, each and every single time. It's happening again right here, right now. And they are literally neck and neck in damage again. And if Amayze wins this match, we'll be going to a game number 5 and a potential massive upset for the PR number 5 taking on the PR number 2.
Would definitely be huge. Oh, that was scary. She almost didn't touch, but she got back up, and Doggo still finding the hits. Amayze doesn't find the neutral there. She needs to start finding those connections on the axe. Otherwise, Doggo is one end sig away from closing out this set.
Oh, no orb, though. No, unarmed?
He's going in unarmed.
Unarmed? Is this a statement?
Now.
Okay, no. Yeah. Doggo wants the orb. Yeah. Doggo definitely wants the orb right here. I thought Doggo was going to get a little cheeky. I was like, man, that's bold to do in this scenario right now. But we've seen Amayze come back from even harsher deficits, although the tournament life is on the line here. Amayze has to find a way to stay alive and get this stock. Can she find a way? Oh,
he gets over it. He gets through it. He gets past everything. Amayze Just outspaces the side light. Doggo,
that was such a
still,
spot
he's
dodge.
swinging so hard. But Amayze is finding hits, the neutral light.
Oh.
Okay, good spot dodge. Recovery doesn't connect. Amayze disarms herself,
that's
and the
it.
side air will
Oh,
do it.
that's it.
Doggo takes it 3-1 over Amayze to get into the top 3.
Oh, man. What a fantastic set. Looking at the replays here, the double nairs into the recovery reads, and then after that one, seeing the just ability of Doggo to adapt and just consistently rotate, even then into a double recovery off the soft platform, and then finishing it off with a tried and true nice side light stare off the edge for the confirmed KO. So Doggo does take it home 3-1 over Amayze. Overall, what are your thoughts on that matchup there, Duke?
It was super fun. I'm sure everybody would have loved to see that one go the distance, but at the end of the day, you know what? You can't.